My initial contact with devotees was in Austin, Texas, and it was in May of 1971. The first devotee I met was in this little tiny temple on Dancy Street in East Austin. It's a 2-bedroom rental house that had been, there's no furniture. There was a card table at the end of the living room with a piece of satin cloth on it with a picture of Prabhupada and a picture of Panchatattva. That was the altar. And there was this glowing person named Vishnu Janaswami sitting right by the altar. And a teacher of mine and I, who were very good friends, and 2 other people came in, walked in, and sat and listened to him. And that, that was, sort of the beginning. And so we went, and one evening, we happened to get there just before the Sunya Artik, and we watched that, and then Vishnu Janaswami sat down and cracked open the Bhagavad Gita, and just, gave us little bits, but enough to just, change my life. My teacher and I would walk away in the evenings, and we'd go back to this little park where we were later initiated, Eastwoods Park in Austin, and we'd sit for hours talking about what Vishnu Janaswami had just told us, Little by little, the friendship of devotees and the truths that Prabhupada had translated in Bhagavad Gita came into my life. Not only did I get to see or hear the philosophy, but then here was this group of monks. It was really kind of amazing. It was kind of like this laboratory. Here's this group of young people that were like me. They had just recently moved into the temple. And in fact, I remember Shankarshan he'd just shaved his head the day I walked in. He was walking around in a pair of bell bottoms with a shaved head. And they were actually beginning to live what Vishnu Janaswami was giving us in this amazing book called Bhagavad Gita. The evenings were like a big deal. Hey, it meant going over to the temple, visiting with the devotees, and they always had good things to eat, and they always talked about interesting things, and it was just kind of a very interesting time for me.